Welcome to this series of videos on the statistical package R. I'm John Lee, a tutor from ACTED, the Actuarial education company, and in this brief video I'll be showing you around R's working environment, which will cover the console window, the graphics window, and the script window. Okay, first we need to load up R. We can do that by double-clicking the icon on the desktop, or by choosing it from the Start menu. When it opens up, you'll be greeted with R's Graphical User Interface, or GUI for short. Inside this, you'll see one open window, which is called the R console. Everything interesting happens in this window. Now we can change the preferences by going to Edit, GUI Preferences. Here we can change the font, the size, and the style of the text. We can also alter the number of rows or columns in our console window, and the color and text of the background. I'm going to change the size to 12, so it's a bit easier for your eyes on the video. If I click Apply, that shows the changes, but it only confirms them when you click OK. We can clear the console window by choosing Edit, Clear Console, or we can use the shortcut that's listed there of Ctrl-L. Unlike modern mouse-driven programs, R is a command-based programming language. So rather than choosing options from menus or clicking on icons, we'll be typing commands into the console that tell R what we want it to do. We'll then execute those commands by pressing Enter. R will return the results of our instruction in this console window. For example, if we type 2 plus 3 and press Enter, it returns the results of that command, which is 5. However, if we produce any graphics, then they will appear in a separate graphics window as follows. Closing down that graphics window, we'll get back to the R console. Now the trouble with R is going to be remembering the names of the commands, which is made harder by the fact that R is case sensitive. So we'll be covering the essential commands in the videos that follow. Now rather than entering commands directly into the console, we can use another window called the script window. Just like a script for a play or movie which contains lines that you read out, it has lines of commands which can be read out, i.e. put into the console window either by copying and pasting them, or more quickly by clicking on the line and typing Ctrl-R. We'll talk more about scripts in a later video. Now this is the basic GUI, the basic graphics user interface for R. You can download other packages which offer more user-friendly features. For example, R Commander is another GUI which expands the menus at the top of the screen to include standard commands for importing data, producing graphs, carrying out statistical tests, and fitting models to the dataset. Or RStudio, which is an integrated development environment, or IDE for short, which includes a console and features such as syntax highlighting and tools for debugging. We'll talk about installing packages in a later video. Now to end your session in R, you could type the command quit, open bracket, close bracket, or just Q, open bracket, close bracket in the console. Alternatively, you could choose to exit from the File menu, or just close the screen by clicking on the red cross in the corner. I will then ask if you want to save the workspace image. We'll talk about workspaces more in a later video. Suffice to say, if you have created any objects, that is, important things assigned special names, and you want to keep them next time, then click on Yes. In our case, we've done nothing interesting, so we'll just click on No.